Hey friends, it's Laura. Welcome or welcome back. So today I've got a huge haul. This is not all of it. This is just what would fit right here. I've got some supplies and I've got a lot of books. And this is my first video in quite a while. I uploaded a video last week, but that was pre-recorded from quite a while ago. I've had a cold. I still have a cold. I'm a little nasally. I've had it for over 2 weeks now. I'm done. I'm so done. I want my nose back. So excuse any little extra sniffles. I'm going to try to edit those out. I'm trying really hard. I'm doing better. And I'm doing well enough. I have all the books that I was waiting to come in. I'd like to put them away. So let's go ahead and get to the haul. So let's start with my first ever book outlet haul. This was a lovely experience. Bought more than I needed to, but got some great deals, free shipping. Got some books that I was after specifically, and for much less than I would have paid if I had got them on Amazon. So I was very happy. So let me zoom you in a little bit. So this is Kawaii Tarot by Lulu Mayo. You've probably all seen this by now. Sorry, I haven't even really broken the spine on any of these. Some of these I'm not going to do complete flip throughs. We're just going to do, partial flip throughs. I love that a lot of these are single-sided, although I don't really color with alcohol markers very often. I'm very worried about them yellowing the next page. And I have trouble staying inside the lines. I'm just not very talented at that. So I don't know what mediums I'm going to use in here. Oh, so cute. So this was a really good find. Put this here. The other one, four that I was specifically looking that were on my wish list on Amazon. There was this one, Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice, illustrated by Julianne St. Clair. This is a coloring faith book, so there are like zoom out a little bit again. There are like, hang on, sorry, I'm out of room on my desk. These are perforated, by the way. There are biblical, references on the side, passages, and then on the other side there's a really lovely image. There's not always something biblical. Sometimes it's just like light breeze, colorful leaves, bare trees, it must be autumn, something just autumn related, or a quote from somebody. I'm not religious. I don't have anything against religion. I'm just not religious. So I probably won't be coloring in the ones that have the biblical references in them. But I love the images in here. Now, full disclosure, quite a few of my purchases that you'll see tonight, it's nighttime, you'll see today, were inspired by Colored by Maya, and I will put her channel name, I'll try to remember to put it on the screen. If I don't, for sure it will be in the description. We're just going to do a quick flip through of here. just a really good fall coloring book. And like I said, I got it on Book Outlet, and it was only a few dollars. I mean, how could I not get it? It was perfect. It was exactly what I was looking for. So paper is certainly thicker than copy paper. It's still pretty thin, but it's oh, this is a tall page. Well, this looks like it should be one of those chalkboard pages or chalkboard images. This is lovely. I saw this on Colored by Maya's. Colored by Maya's. I'm sure that's her. I hope I've gotten that right. If I don't, you'll see it on the screen. But I'm sure that's correct. Okay, so that was pumpkin spice and everything nice. The other two that I just knocked something over. Sorry. The other two that I got from Book Outlet that were on my wish list are both Millie Murata books. Now, I've never owned a Millie Murata book before. I've always found them to be very intimidating and very zendoodly and not my thing. But I've really come to change my attitude about that style, and I've really gotten into it lately. So I really wanted to give some of her work a go. So I ended up with Secrets of the Sea, which was on my wish list. This is stitch bound. The paper in these is pretty good. Ooh, that's a lot of detail. What is that? Oh, it's seaweed stuff. Sea creatures are my favorite. Well, maybe they're not my favorite. All animals are my favorite. But I have a soft spot for sea creatures. Always loved under the water and everything. So, in fact, my new phone case is under the sea themed. Just got it today. So that was Secrets of the Sea by Millie Murata, and then I ended up getting Millie Murata's Animal Adventures, which includes pages from Secrets of the Sea, her forest book, and her islands book. And in the back, all of the animals in the book are listed here, which I love. It was in the ocean one too. I'm gonna have to flip from this way though. My thumb is hurting. Joint problems. I'm sure some of you can relate. My left thumb has been giving me a lot of trouble today. I spent some time crocheting, which if you have been following me, you know I've been kind of on a crochet hiatus because my body is rebelling and I can't crochet right now. But I've been able to do like a little bit every other day or so. So I'm slowly working on a sweater that I've been working on. We are skipping a few pages here and there. I'm just not going back to correct it. I know we're going fast, but let me tell you, when I say we have a lot of books to get through, I mean it. But just in case you're interested in these books, I like seeing flip-throughs of the books when people get booked, so in case I'm interested. Okay, so that was Animal Adventures by Millie Murata. And then the other books I got from Book Outlet were impulse purchases completely. I got 2 of the Color Me series, which I think I have a Color Me like Christmas one already. But this is Color Me Kittens. Ooh, there's just some pages in the back that say Color Me Kittens. Hashtag Color Me Kittens. They're very cute. They're definitely in a unique style. And I don't know if the same person draws. I don't know if the same person, does it say? Illustrations by Yan Gu. No, different people draw each of these books. But they're just so cute. So if you love cats, it's definitely a bit complicated. Oh, there's a Halloween one. It's a bit complicated. There's a lot going on. There's some Christmas ones. There's some fall ones. Not the simplest of books, but you could go over a lot of this stuff with one color. That was Color Me Kittens. And then Color Me Under the Sea, because again, I love sea creatures. Just a lot of sea creatures. A lot of really happy sea creatures, because they all have like little smiles, which I just think is so adorable. Look at the manatees. Look at their little smiles. How would you not love that? Oh, look at his face. Oh. So for anybody who likes underwater, his little face. His little face. Oh, this book is so cute. I love it. Definitely a good purchase. That was Color Me Under the Sea. The last book I got from Book Outlet was A Zen Doodle Colorscapes Enchanting Islands, and this one's illustrated by Deborah Muller. I've started kind of collecting these Zen Doodle Colorscapes illustrated by Deborah Muller. It's kind of like her earlier work, I think, if I understand correctly. And because this was published in 2018. So it's older. It's not really her current style. A little more Zen doodly. I like it. I've got a few by her now of these. So I've got one more in my haul too. So what would I say this one was? Enchanting Islands. This one just happened to be on Book Outlet. I was like, you know, we're just going to go for it. These are perforated as well. A lot of good scenes in here. A lot of good animals. I love the tropical vibes in here. Although I think this picture, positive, this picture is in another book that I have of hers. Not Enchanting Islands, but another ocean themed book. So there is some crossover. Okay, so that's Enchanting Islands, illustrated by Deborah Muller. That is all from Book Outlet. Let's just get on to the other books. The other books are a mixture of Amazon and eBay. So this one, very small little book. This one had a long journey. This one came from the Netherlands. I paid way too much for it because look how tiny it is. I wasn't aware that it was this small. I couldn't find a flip through. And for some reason it had been on my wish list for years and there was suddenly only one left. And I couldn't find it anywhere else. So I bought it. I paid too much for it. It's a lovely book. I'm not mad at it. But it's actually not from the Netherlands. It's a Spanish. I don't know where it's from 2012. Barcelona. So it's a black background mandala book with spiral bound. They're nice mandalas. I just definitely overpaid. It's just one of those things where I took a chance and, you know. And then this poor little book got held up at the post office and said I needed to come pick it up. And I tried to pick it up and they couldn't give it to me because it was being held up because of customs. And it finally got delivered today. So that was really nice that it finally got delivered. I mean, you know, it was not nice continuously going to the post office trying to figure out what was wrong, but it was, I had other things to drop off at the post office anyway, but it was nice that it did finally get delivered because I was a little worried about that for a while. So they are just mandalas. Really nice paper, really nice thick paper. So I could probably use some like watercolor on here. And that's it. Just a little book. This is Magic 2 Mandalas. MTM. Nina Corby. Nina, Nina So the illustrations are by. There's that one. This one just came in today also. I got this off of eBay. I think I got it new. It doesn't have any marks in it as far as I saw. So I think I bought it new. This was from eBay though. This is The Splendor of Trees by Sarah Muzio. And it literally is just a coloring book full of trees. Oh, you are zoomed in way too much for this. I'm sorry. Okay. Just a coloring book full of trees. Break the spine here so I don't get that weird line. Just lovely trees. Trees and leaves and flowers are my favorite thing to color. Oh, it looks like this might be stitch bound too. Yeah, it is. So I can't remember where I saw this book at. It might have been colored by Maya. You can check Amazon for this book. They said they'd be getting more in stock. I just was kind of impatient, and it was really cheap on eBay. So not really cheap. It was inexpensive on eBay. So I just decided to go ahead and purchase it on eBay. It couldn't have been any less expensive on Amazon than it was when I got it on eBay. So here's a tip for you guys though. If you're looking for out of print books, this works on both Amazon and eBay. Well, it's different. On Amazon, you can find the listing for the out of print book and add it to your wish list and just periodically check back and see if any new listings have been added. I do that. For eBay, there's this thing, if you have an eBay account, there's this thing where if you, up in the search bar, like where you can search, let me do it right now. You can search for something. I'm on my computer right now. You can search for something, and then down below it says there's a little heart, and it says save this search. You can save it, and it'll send you emails when something is listed with that search parameter, with that search phrase. So say you typed in this, The Splendor of Trees coloring book, and you wanted to wait until a cheaper one was listed. You can type that search in there, save it, and have them send you emails every time a new one is listed. I'm doing that for a few books that I'm trying to find copies of it all, or cheaper copies, because I think they're ridiculously priced right now. Like I'm trying to get a copy of Fairy Shampoo, and they're like $45 or something right now, and I'm just not willing. To me, it's not that kind of coloring book, so I'm not willing. So I have it as a search parameter, and I'm as a saved search, so that when other ones are listed, I get the email and I can go look at it and see if it's something, if it's a price that I'm willing to pay. Just wanted to share that with you in case you're looking for specific things that you're having trouble finding. It doesn't have to be coloring books, it could be anything. This is a really big coloring book. There's a lot of pages. And they're all trees. I love it. Okay, so that was The Splendor of Trees coloring book by Saria Muzio. And let's just go into supplies, because that's what I have next to me next. And they're in the way. So let's get into acrylic paint. So this, I didn't buy all of this. These are all purchases that I've made this year, by the way, like in the last few months. So I bought these two Glitterific paints because I already have some, and I don't know if they're still any good anymore. They look okay. And it turns out I had some Galaxy glitter, which I'm not really sure what the difference between Galaxy glitter and Glitterific is. But I got these two Glitterifics. These are in, I don't know what these are in. These are just in these colors. And I already had some Dragonfly glaze. I got one color shift. I got this one, Purple Flash, which looks like that. And then as it turns out, I already had some other color shifts from rock painting, which is great because I want to use them in my coloring pages. I already had these ones. What's that? That's a Dragonfly glaze. So I had two Dragonfly glazes, so I have all that. I bought myself a set of Artex acrylic marker set. This is the 60B, which I think is like the manga set. I have not put any of those stickers or anything on them yet. So this is the color set. Ooh, they smell a little bit. I need to air them out. I just liked this color set. You know, I had to pick one. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear that? That's the air conditioner. We're just gonna have to go with it. Oh, and the air conditioner smells so stale. It's like the beginning of the air conditioning season. That's okay. So this is the Artex set. I haven't even used them yet. I've been kind of waiting, and I need to like do, you know, number them and everything and do all that. So that's my first. I've had other acrylic paint sets before, but not like fine tip acrylic paint sets like this, or brush tip. I've had like big chunky acrylic paint sets before. So that's that. Something interesting that I found while I was like going through my my stuff, I found these 2 sets of metallic acrylic paint. They come in tubes. They're from Arteza. You can't get this one anymore. This one has these colors, the Floral Brilliance set. You can get the jewel tones, although I think I got these both on a lightning deal. I think this one is, maybe it's not. It seems overpriced to me. Oh, it's freezing right here under the air conditioning. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need a sweater. But the rest of the house is probably really warm, and it's just I'm right under the air conditioner vent. Okay, but anyway, but these are like, here, let me open one up for you. But I found them, and it's like these would be perfect for backgrounds. They're metallic. They really are metallic. Like pearl pistachio green. They are metallic, and they're not super thick. But I was using them for painting canvases, so I think I'll use them for coloring pages now. So I moved them over here with to my desk area, so that they're with my near my coloring stuff. Okay, one moment. Okay, so the next supplies, we're just gonna take some down. Next supply is just the 60 set of fine tips fine liners from Staedtler. I already had, I don't know what set I had. It wasn't the 60. I wanted the biggest set because I wanted all the extra colors. I don't have my cup full of fine liners to show you right now. It's in my room. But these are all the extra colors that I already had. So these are just backups now. I got these. These are gel crayons. So it's there for Bible highlighting. I don't think that's such a good idea. But the point is, they're really, you know, these are all upside down. You're never going to be able to see these. Okay, between this and this, can you see all the colors? They're all very pale, like muted, dusty colors, like cottagecore colors. And let me put these back in here now. They're just, oh, something opened in there. Get that off my hand. Anyway, they're by Zeyar, Zeyar gel highlighter for Bible. And they are just a little gel crayon with a twisty thing on one side. And then, oops, sorry, I just knocked something over. And then I have, this is what I knocked over earlier. I already had these because I already have some gel crayons apparently. I just didn't know. These little paddle brushes. I have a set of those. So I'll use that. I'm hoping to use that for backgrounds. So I don't have like any, I really don't have any like distress inks. I think I have a few mini ones, but I don't have any of that kind of stuff for backgrounds. I'm hoping the gel crayons will do well. So I got a set of these super golden markers. Hang on, let me just, oh thank goodness the air conditioning turned off. So I've only tried like one of these, because each of these are individually wrapped. I've only tried one of these. I've only tried the purple. They are very juicy. They're very streaky. I wouldn't say they're like really metallic. They're very wet. But like, maybe that is the metallic and it's not wet. I don't know. I'm not sure how thrilled I am with these. I'm keeping them. But that's those. I'll use them for backgrounds. Unfortunately, they do, on thinner paper, they do shadow quite a bit. So I think they'll have to be used for thicker paper. I got a new set of Jelly Roll Metallics. These are just refills. And on mine, I either use mine up or they dry out before I can use them up. So, like there's certain colors, like the golds, I always use up. But yeah, sometimes they just dry up and I can't get them to start again. So I got another set. And I got a set of the Super Tips, Crayola Super Tips Pastel. I've been wanting this for a while, but couldn't find it anywhere. I finally found it at Michaels.com, and I was placing an order anyway. And it was like $5 because I had a coupon. So, very excited. Very excited. And then the last supply are these Tanmit acrylic paint markers, metallic. Let me tell you, well, first off, once you open the box and take one out, this is what happens. They are not metallic. So, you know, these are actually pretty metallic once they dry. They do have a little brush end. They're not metallic. They're just very, I'm trying to see where I am. Compared to the purple is much more metallic. The blue is very, I tried really hard and I want to be metallic, but I just can't be. It's a nice marker. I did not pay very much for these. These were probably like, these were under $10. I'm not mad. I'm going to use them for backgrounds and stuff, so I'm fine. Somewhat disappointed that they're not more shiny, but you know, whatever. Okay, now back to, oh, one more supply. I got a set of the Uniball Signo, and somehow I ended up with the Japanese set. Got the white, the silver, and the gold. A little disappointed in the gold that it has a bit of a silver undertone to it. Silver is like chrome. It's beautiful. And the white, oh, I had a sample over here. I don't know what happened to it. But I wrote, oh, here, I'll do it over here. And the white goes on top of that stuff great. So I'm very happy with these. Okay. Back to books. This was from Amazon. 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes by Camelia Angel Kova. You've probably all seen this by now. I loved it so much. And I don't usually, I don't usually buy her books. I sometimes do. I have a couple on my wish list. But I love the cloud idea. I'm looking forward to trying out different things in here. Keeping it all very pastel. Okay, 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes. Now this was an Amazon purchase that I feel very fortunate to have been able to purchase. It's by Flora Waycott. One more Flora Waycott book in here somewhere. It's Nature, a seasonal coloring book. It was the only one I could find on Amazon. There might be more now. One of those things that if you want it, put it in your wish list and keep checking back. I would really like her winter one. But like I said, I'm gonna have to be patient. So it starts off with the spring. This is a stitch bound book. At some point we transition to summer. Then at some point we transition to fall. Probably right about here with the geese. And we're into winter. And that's it. So that was Nature, a seasonal coloring book by Flora Waycott. And then I finally did it. I got Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Ladehall Oberg. And it's a little dirty. Very excited to start coloring in this. I don't know why it took so long to get it. First I wasn't sure if I was going to color in it enough, but the more I kept seeing other people coloring in it, I'm like, yeah, I really think I would. Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lederhall Oberg. And this one I had seen at Michael's, but then I didn't get it, and then it was never back again. And so, but it was on Amazon. This is Underwater Worlds by Renata Krawczyk. I don't know how you say that. These are perforated, single-sided, good paper. Very cute images. I like the art style. Look at them with party hats. Oh. Okay. That was Underwater Worlds. And then I went ahead and got this book, which, am I a little disappointed? A little bit, because it's on Amazon paper, and I should have known that it was on Amazon paper because I didn't buy the artist edition, but I wasn't willing to pay the price for the artist edition and get it shipped from the UK. So, this is the Amazon edition of Floramania coloring book by Ravina Bhaskaran. You do get a lot of images. Am I going to color them? Yes. Is it going to result in crinkly paper? Yes. Okay, that's Floramania. Next one, my first ever art therapy book. Well, that's not true. I have the fur balls. My first ever Coloriage Mystère. This is the tree one. I'd like to get... I'm getting another one in the mail. Some kind of fantasy one. I'm gonna take a drink really quick. Some kind of fantasy one. Same artist as this one. Christophe Alexis Perez. So if you don't want to see the spoilers, look away. I'm going to show them because I don't know how else to show you this book. So here's what the trees look like. I love this. Could not imagine a better color by number that is trees than one that is trees. There's even some really funky ones like these. It's a Christmas tree. Okay, so that is the tree one. Here. Okay. Next is the other Deborah Muller Zen Doodle coloring. As you can see, this one is quite used. This is from eBay. Magical Fairies. There are a few colored pages in here. This one, I can go over. This one is a little more of her current style, like her girls. Ooh, this one needs to air out. I guess that was the only colored picture in the book. Oh, there's one other page missing in the book somewhere, but I got it for not very much, so that's okay. Another one is Disney Princess Art Therapy. This is new. My cat is about to come and ask me to come have cuddles with him. Hi, sweetie. I'm busy. Want some pets? Hang on, I'm just watching him. He's licking his paws a lot. Okay. We're okay. So this one has different princesses in it. Snow White, Cinderella, Tangled. I don't know what her name is. I think it has Tiana. It's got Aurora, Belle, Meredith? Is that her name from Brave? I'm just, Jasmine. I'm just not up to date on all these princesses, honestly. Ariel. It's got quite a lot of, there's Tiana. It's got quite a lot of, why don't I know her name? She's from Tangled. I don't remember what her name is. Some of these I actually haven't seen the movie, to be fair. There's a lot of wallpaper pages, which I happen to like. Oh, her name is Rapunzel. Haha. I guess that's her name. I don't really know. Anyway, me being naive. Oh, there's Mulan. So this is just a fun book. This one was definitely inspired by Colored by Maya. This is Color Yourself to Tranquility by Melissa Lene. Hardback book. I don't remember if I got this used or new. This is all trees again, which is just my favorite. I love the art style in here. Oh, he's gonna go outside now because he's mad because I'm not giving him cuddles. Absolutely love this book. Cannot wait to color in it. I think I bought this new. It was on eBay though, I think. Or maybe it was Amazon. Okay, Color Yourself to Tranquility. And then I finally bought Tales from Atlantis by Hannah Carlzon. Everybody knows what this looks like, so I'm just going to do. Everybody knows what it looks like except for me, because I haven't gone through it yet. Very excited to color in this one. Again, underwater, the ocean. This one. Okay, Tales from Atlantis. Color Odyssey, A Creative Coloring Journey by Chris Garver. So just some big, bold images. So for this one, that was misprinted. Color Odyssey. Timeless Creation Stained Glass by Crazy Art. I think these originally came from Walmart. So I used to have a different one. This I bought used. There's a couple pages colored. I'm not gonna flip through. It's gonna go really fast. This one's colored with the mushrooms. Looking Glass. Here's the other one by Flora Waycott. This is by Peter Popper Press, a studio series, Follow Your Dreams. I just wanted another book by her. This one was pretty inexpensive on Amazon. There's some more of her cool artwork. Okay, Follow Your Dreams. This one was also inspired by Colored by Maya, The Coloring Book of Scotland by, is it Elide Muldoon? I don't know how you say that. I'm sure it's a lovely name, I just don't know how to pronounce things. So there's all these places in Scotland, and it names each one. And I'm very interested in coloring this. The Highland Games will be fun because I've been to Highland Games before, not in Scotland, but I've been to some here in Southern California, and I've been to some in Washington. All were very cool and very fun. Coloring Book of Scotland. Next up is Cosmic Ocean by Ava Brown. This has double pages. I mean, it is what it says. Cosmic Ocean. It is ocean things in space, and I don't know why, that just kind of tickled my fancy. Not sure why. Not even sure if I have any inspiration about how to go about coloring it. It just sounds like fun. Okay. Cosmic Ocean. So these two books, Nature's Wisdom and Women's Wisdom, they're both illustrated by different people, but they're both from Get Creative 6, which has very good paper. Very good paper. Now, on one side of the book, let me break the spine here. On one side of the book, this is Nature's Wisdom. It has a quote by somebody talking about nature. And then this happens to be a double page spread. This is nature. Talking about nature, nature. So that just goes on for the whole book. And it's a really good, it's really beautifully illustrated. The quotes are really good. Like, I don't find the quotes to be like, you know, kind of picked out like half-assed. I feel like they were like, you know, somebody put some time into picking them out. And, you know, and they match the image on the other side. Like this says, "Bring Me the Sunset in a Cup" by Emily Dickinson, and it has a sunset over here. I'm having a really hard time turning these pages. So we're just going to go through the rest of this book. Then we're going to get to the Women's Wisdom. I'll tell you who this was illustrated by in just a moment. This one? No. Okay. So that was Nature's Wisdom. It's illustrated by Margaret Kimball. And it's a Get Creative 6 book. And then the other one, Women's Wisdom, is illustrated by Kate Forrester. Also a Get Creative 6 book. So this one has... break the spine on this one. This one has quotes on one side, and then quotes having to do with women on one side, and artwork on the other side. So Courage is the Resolution to Face the Unforeseen by Agatha Christie, and then it's got a woman on the other side. I like these illustrations of women. I particularly like this book out of the two that I've just shown you. Even though I am a huge nature fan, huge, one with nature, would spend all my time in nature, but it's just, I really like this one. Just very inspirational. This one is probably my favorite out of the two. Just gonna flip a little faster because we've still got a few books left, and this video is coming up on an hour, I think, so if we haven't already surpassed it. Okay, so that was Women's Wisdom. Recommend that one. This is Flowerscape in Paradise by Maggie Entre Rios. I got this one instead of her first one. I think this is her second one. Could be wrong. Instead of the regular Flowerscape. Because this one was like marked down like in half. The books normally go $13 or $14, and this one was on sale, and then it had a coupon, so it was only $7. So I grabbed it. Not opposed to tropical flowers. I live in a semi-tropical climate. I live in Southern California, so I'm not opposed to them. I see them all the time. I like that it says what the flower is over here, so I can get some color references if I wanted to, if I wanted to be color accurate. Morning Glories and Plumerias, I know exactly what those are. I have had both of those close to me. And Jasmine. This will be fun. Fuchsias, I love fuchsias. This is going to be a really fun book. We're just going to flip through this really quick here. Probably going to get in here with some markers, not alcohol, although you could because technically it is single-sided. Just maybe some fine liners, some pencil, I don't know. Just have some fun. Not worry about it. Life is too short to worry about the small things like coloring. Coloring is meant to be fun. I have to remind myself that sometimes. Let me tell you. Coloring is meant to be fun. Flowerscapes in Paradise. Just a few more to go. So this was inspired by somebody. I can't remember who. A few different channels, I think. This is Cats and Dogs in Secret Places. I really wanted just the cat one. It's not that I'm not a dog person. I don't have a dog right now. And I have a cute orange boy, just like him. And, but the cat one wasn't available anymore. All that was available was this compilation book. And I got it used. I actually got it for like $2 plus a few dollars shipping. So, see right here. Mystical Cats in Secret Places. But that one wasn't available anymore. So I just kind of decided that this would be, you know, this would be the best I could do. You know, and I don't even know if I'm going to enjoy coloring in here, to be honest. It's really busy. Just trying. There really isn't a spine to break here. Is there? Yes, there is. Haha. I'm not sure. Like, I mean, that page I probably would. I wish I could have just gotten the cat one. But like I said, I don't know. This might be a little too zen doodly for me. We'll see. I might try it. I mean, I paid so little for it, I might as well try coloring in it and, you know, not trying to keep it pristine for resale value. It's not a pristine book. It's, in fact, I think there might be a colored page in here. Oh, I like that one. And I like a lot of these cat ones. They're just really, really zen doodly, and it intimidates me a little bit. That Halloween one is cute. Might have to give it a go. A lot of good ones in here. There was no coloring in here, so that was nice. So that was Cats and Dogs in Secret Places. Who is that by? That's by Waves of Color. This was one that I definitely didn't pay $3.59 for. That's a shame. Or $5.99. Probably just a little more than that. This is Keep Calm and Color Tranquil Trees. This was probably also inspired by Color by Maya, because she's a tree girl like I am. So this is by Marcia Zottino. This paper isn't great, but look at all the trees. I don't think this was colored in. I like those ones. It's the same pond, just a different season. That's almost the same. The flowers are different. That's very close. Anyway, I just like this book. I like the bold lines on a lot of this stuff, and that's Tranquil Trees. This one was also inspired by Colored by Maya. This is the Princess Coloring Book. Mine has a different cover than hers. On the list, it's very dirty on the front too. On the listing that I bought it from, it had the cover of hers, but this is what I ended up getting. The inside is the same. And there's stuff on the inside. Oh, dear, this is disgusting. So, it's just fairy tale stuff. But I like the different cultures in here. I like that. This one. This one. This one. And I like, whoa, what happened with that one? Well, that one would have been another one, but that one's completely misprinted. Although it's printed enough that I could go over it with a pen and fix it. Anyway. That one's cool. She's cool. That one's misprinted too. You know, it's the seller. Let me tell you about this seller. Didn't know that I bought from the same seller twice. This seller I bought off, this was from Amazon. And this was from eBay. They were both from the same seller. I don't remember what the seller's name was. I don't know. Awesome Books USA or something like that. But bought this first. Did not know this was from the same seller on Amazon. Just didn't even look at the seller's name. I was like, whatever, it's fine. Didn't know until later on. Also from Colored by Maya. Saw this and thought this was just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Sorry, I'm falling out of my chair. Opened it. There's coloring. Now, this was a used book when I bought it, so I expected there to be some colored pages. Alcohol marker. But there ended up being... They advertised it as like new, with no markings inside. So this is obviously not like new, or not with no markings inside. This has 20 pages colored on it. I counted. And then they ended up giving me a refund. So now I have a second copy with some random pages uncolored. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. But this was sold by the same seller as this, and obviously they don't have a particularly high standard as to, you know, the quality of the book they're willing to sell.
I mean, unless all of the books are printed like this, which is entirely possible. Anyway, they were really good though and gave me a refund. There was no trouble giving me the refund, so I do give them that. I ended up finding another copy. That was the UK copy. I ended up finding an English copy. Who is this published by? Silver Dolphin. Yeah, this is Silver Dolphin. The other one was a Macmillan children's book. But it's the same thing. So this is just the English version. So this one I ended up getting new off of eBay. For like $2 more than what I paid for this used copy. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the new copy. Has some lovely flap in here that you could color if you didn't mind the glossiness. It really is a beautiful book. It goes through the story and it has some quotations from the original story, and it shows on the back. The original story was by Gabrielle Suzanne Barbeau de Villeneuve. I don't know what that says. French. I can't read French. So a lot of this wording is from her book. But I love the thick lines. I even love the wallpaper pages. These pages are so pretty. This page is so gorgeous. It's like a mosaic. I love all the little pieces, like the pattern pieces in the background here that they've used. It's like a mosaic. I love it. There are definitely a lot of wallpaper pages in this book, but I think these big pages, and it is stitch bound, I think these big pages make up for it. Oh, look at this gorgeous maze. And that is it. And this was illustrated by, in case you're wondering, what it just said. It's EH, but it's a different people. Some of it is by, it's different. Some of it's by this person, some of it's by this person, some of it's by this person, some of it's Shutterstock, like the, you know, this kind of thing. I think these owls are probably Shutterstock, and yeah. So yeah, really looking forward to coloring this book. So that is it. I think I have like 1 or 2 more books on the way, but they're not going to get here until like, one's not going to get here until like the end of May, early June, which is just wild. And then one isn't going to get here until the end of April. So those will be in another haul. So thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. I hope you're all doing well. I hope we'll be able to get some coloring done, together soon. I miss doing that. It's just, I've been so sick, and you can't do a video when you're blowing your nose every 5 minutes. You just can't. So, I'm doing better though. I'm getting better. I'm able to do more things. I mowed some grass today. I planted some flower seeds yesterday. So, I'm getting better. So, we'll get together and do something soon. We'll make a date for that pretty soon. So until then, everyone take care, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.